get you guys to continue to progress?
I think breaking down the game. I think, the simplicity of it. Being there at the receiver position, yes, it's a complicated position. A lot goes into it. But the easier you can break it down, the better you're going to be as a player.
So Marvin Mims is a player who also played with a lot of speed. Seeing what OU did with him in their offense, and seeing him get drafted in the second round, did that have any impact on you, or did that factor into your decision at all?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm a true believer in, if you make plays, you're going to be seen. If you ball out, you're going to be taken, and I'm a true believer in that.
Is there anything you've learned about yourself over the course of your early college career, whether it be Texas, the portal, now coming here, anything on or off the field you've learned about yourself?
If you're not comfortable and you can't be who you are, you're not going to play good. If you can't truly be yourself, how can you expect to be yourself on the field if you're not yourself off the field? And so I think being comfortable off the field is just as important as being comfortable on the field.
How has this place helped you do that?
It's a straight up college town. It's straight up boomer sooner from 15 miles that way to 15 miles that way. And I think it's very important that, especially me coming here, that it's more of that small town vibe. It's more of that small town kid, installed in me that really helps me excel, not only off the field, but on the field as well.
I was about to ask you, the Spearman kind of move over here, has this helped you feel a little bit more yourself? And
no doubt.
How does it compare similarly when you're around here?
No doubt. Yes, Norman is, big in some people's eyes, but at the same time, it feels small. And so, that was my first impression, and it's been my first impression over the last 2 months of being here, that it's really that small town vibe, and I love it.
How have the relationships been in that room with you so far? How have they welcomed you and helped you adjust?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. Not only for that receiver room, but the whole team. Quarterback room, running back, the whole team. It's been awesome. They're really genuine guys, and I think Coach Venables is definitely bringing in the right guys to get this team on the right road.
What excites you the most about having the opportunity to be here now and being in kind of yourself, and what is that going to look like on the field for you?
I'm excited, just to play for this team. I'm excited to see what this team does, not only just for myself, but, for the whole. I'm excited to see, obviously Oklahoma not having the season they wanted to last year. I'm excited to see how that turns and to see how that flips. And ultimately, I'm excited to win, and that's what I'm here to do.
Going back to your recruiting process, I think Oklahoma was pretty considered down there the stretch. What was it about OU when you were going through the recruiting process that stood out, and what has checked out to this point when you're evaluating them in the recruiting process?
I think the one thing that remains the same is the town. Like I said, it's a small college town, and it's something that coming out of the portal at Texas, that's what I wanted, and so that's what Oklahoma provides.
How unique is this whole receiver room, just as far as there's so many guys that are going to be vying for a job throughout the next 30 days?
No doubt. For me, I think it's not going to be about the 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's going to be about the whole 8, the whole 9. It's a long season. To win championships, you don't need one guy. You need 6, 7, 8 guys. And so I think for Coach Jones, it's going to be, okay, how can we as a unit play as a unit, if that makes sense? Either that's a big post and, someone catches it down the field. We need that next guy to step up. And, whether that's some freshmen or not, we need that guys, and I'm excited to see what this room builds.
I think one of the first things that came up when he was hired was development. What does he do so well to get across to guys what needs to be done?
Breaks down the game. He simplifies it. Being that the receiver position, there's a lot of confusing parts and confusing stuff that goes into it, and I think he does a great job at breaking that down.
Going off that question earlier, you mentioned it's not 1, 2, 3, but it seems like on paper you guys have varying skill sets that can provide different looks, give you guys different opportunities. How is exciting it to be in that receiver room and know that you've got guys who can do different stuff and open things up for others?
I love it. That gives not only Coach Levy, but that gives Dylan Gabriel, Jackson Arnold, General Booty, that gives them options as well. We have guys that are 6'4", 6'5". We have guys that are 5'9", 5'10" that can run. We have a bunch of different skill sets, and it's all going to factor into winning championships.
What's it been like working with Dylan and Jackson all summer?
Loved them. Great guys, great teammates.